Greetings, everyone. This is me, Zahra Pasak, again on my case now for the record also and to expose these culprits, criminals, unstoppable they were in Pakistan and even now on the psychic level. They've done an irreparable damage, it seems to me, my family, my mother. It seems that my father and not, I mean, my mother was the first wife. uh, the stepmother, Habiba. So the power I have right now is to use the social media against them to expose them. This is all that I'm left with. And venting out self-help, whatever I can put my hands on to help myself. Because I feel if I don't help myself, no one will. And so, and the underplaying, downplaying of this, my case, is like amazing here. Some of the people who come here, even Muslims, they don't bother about my condition. They think that whatever they think I'm doing this for, I'm doing this because I have to survive. And I'm doing this to help myself and those who can be helped to reach out. Maybe you'll learn something from this and get help earlier on if you feel the symptoms, slight symptoms of chronic fatigue. And you say, no, no, your father says, no, this is nothing, it's just weakness, or someone saying it's just psychosomatic, you're psychosomatic, or things like that. So please bear with me here. Another thing, recently I was eating food, the burping thing from Karachi, psychic, on the psychic level, and they even can have someone rape you, not only like in the house through a servant, but also on the psychic level, right? So in Karachi, it was like no law and order. Right now, as I was eating and feeling, it was difficult for me, although I was very hungry. I sometimes forget, but in Karachi, going to my kitchenette and eating there or bringing the food in my bedroom, it was, I don't know how I survived those years. It wasn't for 1 or 2 years, it's years. It's still going on, you see. So this it's very difficult, and I'm seeing someone of a powerful lady, lady of power. So I'm so grateful. I had to leave Karachi, Pakistan altogether after my mother's death. So you cannot imagine the pressure, the difficulty. Sometimes I'd go in the kitchenette in Karachi and feel like someone's bad socks, feet, bad smell. But in that, I would eat my food. It would happen in the nighttime. And when my father was away, uh, you see, we'd have lunch with our father. So it wouldn't happen then. And then my father brought some Shia guy who was a disciple of Shahanshah Hussein, Nishta Park, who used to recite majlises there, his disciple. He kind of gave me a weird feeling. And then I had to talk to him late at night, after midnight when he would be free. He had a family, but when he came, my father invited him many times. But once when he came to have lunch, he burped and all this, like bad man, in a, very like. So now I'm reminded, and he could see me. Who could see me like I went to sleep and all this? So maybe my father's got these people raping me on the psychic level, molesting me during my sleep also, come from the back or front. And I just want to get up. Like, he's trying to rape me. And after, I mean, if I'm sitting on the bed, or then the under the skin starts these things. And so I thought exposing them is the most powerful thing, and I cannot forgive them because the damage is irreparable and what they've done to my mother when she was alive. And maybe when I was away to London, my father and this Habiba, right? She's dead now, thank God. Everyone has to die, but they're not scared. They're unstoppable. And her son, Habiba's son from another husband. She was a widow, my father told me. I don't know which family she came from. My father used to go to Tawaf, so maybe I thought he's married another Tawaf as he had married one earlier on, had a nikah with in 1986. Then in 1987, I think he married, or 88, 89, I don't know, married another Tawaf. She was vulgar, abusive, and throwing pots. So no doubt they can do very bad things. Like, one person coming here saying we'd urinate on your mother's grave. Yeah, so this is what my aunt told me. I was like, there are some young men, she said, boys, like teenagers, and they want to desecrate her father's, maternal grandfather's grave, like kicking on the grave. I was like, yeah, what patience she has, because she was one of her father's favorites, the youngest. To see, she knew what they were doing. They even killed her father, my maternal grandfather, giving him a heart attack. And they can give cancer and all this. So all his sisters, mostly all except for one had problems breathing. She was in America, Houston. She didn't die, but she was hospitalized, and we were told that she couldn't breathe for 10 minutes or something, and she survived that. But her other sisters, my grandfather's sisters, all of them, I think, died of cancer. So they can give cancer too. So you cannot imagine how not that I want any sympathy from you, but this is my power to expose them here, right? As long as they could have me get laryngitis, I don't know what next they could do. But they really like, there was a principal Hindu in London. So he had this mole on the side of his nose, and so do I. So did I. It's gone. It's like they applied something from far off to me. When I said this to Yusuf Zaidi or Atif Malik on Desi Chat, and then we went on MS Messenger maybe later on when I met Yusuf Zaidi, they completely got my mole out. Not the one on the forehead, but especially the one on the side of my nose, because the Holborn College principal, I told them Hindu principal, who was very nice with me, very helpful during my end time and very difficult time. I spoke to him that I have this problem, and he said it's not the end of the world, and he gave me a comforting pat on my shoulder like that. So he was very nice, very good, very great person, very humble. I've heard that the Hindus are very humble, touching feet. We've seen this also in the movies, but in real life, seeing a humble Hindu man in London, amazing, and he just knew how to, like, not patronizing with me, like, just to just ignore her if she's. He was a different, altogether gentleman. Uh, so they wiped out during this time in Karachi. They wiped out the mole from the side. Can you believe this? Side of my nose. They can do this. It's like I didn't apply any cream for it. No vinegar, apple cider, they say. I tried to get my mole off here later on from my forehead. It doesn't go. I even burnt it with the vinegar, apple cider vinegar, but it didn't go. Oh my God, this is scary. And so the Shia man who said he's, you know what did Shabnam do to them? That they had a dacoity in her house. And there were false rumors against her that she was raped, gang raped. Then my aunt told me was just, they were just saying it's a rumor spread. In 1979 somewhere, Shabnam's house, a Pakistani actress. She was one of my favorite actresses in my childhood when I was in Karachi. And something happened to my principal in 1996. But I was warned about this earlier on. I don't know who that student was who warned me, and that no prayer of mine would work, and no charity that she would have a personal problem, not even a family problem. So I'm having this problem. No, no, wait. So I didn't know what it was. I told her, can we ward it off? And I couldn't speak to the principal. I just looked at her. She was in room one or something for the room one, is it? Where we have debates and all. They had started, and I was outside talking to a junior student. She had this hand palmist. She was a like great. She was really great palmist, and she wanted to be a pilot. Okay, so I told her, "What can I give you?" She said, "Just pray that I become a pilot." She told me that the principal and you would separate for 2 years. So in 1996, the time came, and I realized that she was right. We separated for 2 years. It was actually precise 2 years and 6 months. But what happened to her? I don't know. In July 1996, uh, I heard the principal screaming. I was in my room. Help, help, Sarah, help me. I was like, first I was kind of, what's this? It was before the schizophrenia thing. So it was just after her sister's birthday, I had visited their house. And it's like 2 days or something on the second day. No, wait, on the 16th. It was just before a week. So I was like, I can't call them, like just to ask. I didn't have the nerve. I didn't know what was happening. It was like she's screaming, and I didn't want to scare her if nothing, you know, just, and I didn't have that smartness. Like I should have just called to say, how are you? But maybe it was after 10 o'clock, or yeah, maybe that also. And the next day, I just, God knows what I did, but I decided to go to her house without even calling her. Something like that, yeah. So at that time, couldn't think, and I wasn't even in the shape condition to talk properly, like act and color. I just wasn't in that condition. So later on, recently, they're telling me what's happened to her. I don't know if it's true. Is that for 2 years she was raped by Hakim Sayed. Can you believe this? And so how she ate food, and uh, when you're raped, and I'm on the psychic level assaulted. So the burps here and the yawning here, left, right. All of a sudden, I see her highness. I just feel her highness. So if this, I'm so grateful to UAE. Can't even say I'm grateful. Like it. So, Her Highness, I'm just, it's age and also many years of assault on the psychic level attacks. Sorry if I sound pathetic here, lamenting and crying and pathetic voice. So, Her Highness Shia Fatima, or Sheikh Zayed's wives, I feel Her Highness Sheikh Fatima has covered, had come, and it's so comforting just in silence. So I'm much grateful to her, bow to her. I touch her feet. Actually, here I want to touch her feet, go down, just invisible. But they wouldn't allow me. She wouldn't allow me to touch her feet. I don't know. So can you imagine? It's still ongoing. The attack under my skin. I've done a live stream, short one on Facebook recently about this. So people would. So I don't know how. A while under my skin, but I managed to have my food. You cannot imagine how difficult it is to go to the bathroom, to look at yourself in the mirror, to change. But I sometimes forget and do it, and I don't too much glaring watching. It's subsided a little bit. It's still there. I'm just used to it. Maybe in the beginning it was too much in year 2000, 1999, when Yusuf Zedi came and all that started. All these Anand Kiran on Desi Chat. So I found out that the stepmother had a Hindu friend, Pakistani Hindu also. And for my mother, there was a Hindu who made her a sister in Pakistan. So I've also had Hindu friends in London. They're really great, the ones I had. I had the best. But this Hindu, I wonder if he was helping this stepmother doing some jadoo wadu on us. So my battle against black magic is ongoing. So I don't know when they haven't made me lose my voice or put my. I asked my father for some medicine that you put under your tongue for sleeping, melatonin. You get very cheap ones in in where I asked him to get it for me from Pakistan. Guess what? I've got this bump under my. I went to the doctor for it. Like, no, I don't think they can see it, but it's kind of hard under my tongue. But all in all, it's like very difficult, you see. So if I speak about it, other people say all sorts of things, right, against this, that she wants attention and God knows what they will say. But little do I care for that. I'm just trying to save my life and expose these people and help where I can. If this can help someone, if yes, how can we find a solution? It's very, very strong. It hasn't stopped. So please take help before it's too late. Then even Qigong cannot, God forbid, help you. Uh, it's like I've never seen. That's what someone's guide, spiritual guide, told them, that they said they haven't seen a witch like this before. And you know, the spiritual guide, he looks like he's a he's spirit. He's not even human. And he's got a daughter. And he looks like, I think he must look like a little bit like Sai, because his name, Sai Baba, Shirdi Sai Baba. So he told this person long time ago in 1996, she told me, because when I complained to my aunt, I cried and all this. They found someone, and so this other person told me that this sign is saying that this person, this lady is this witch is one of a kind, never seen. Like he's a jinn, he's a spiritual guide, but this pure jinn, has never in his entire life, like jinns have a long life, 1,000 years, I don't know how many years, like 500 years. He said that he's never seen such a evil person in his entire life. You know, so the sexual assault and things like that are on, and those who have been raped, I don't know how you hope you get over it, but it's very difficult. Here, my violation of my privacy. I've been assaulted. They send burps of men breathing, and then I stop my breathing because it's difficult. And to stop your breathing, it has an effect on your brain, like oxygen not going to your brain. You could have a brain damage, injury, vascular dementia, things like that. So my principal, they see, was raped. Could they have made Hakim Sayed, if she was? I'm not sure if this, whatever is coming, but what is coming to me, I'm saying that I haven't. It's not validated or confirmed by the principal. No one has told me. It's just here that she was raped for 2 years. Could they have made Hakim Sayed go crazy? But then why would a lady, oh, sorry, not a lady, a student in St. Joseph's College tell me beforehand? So it can't be from the enemy that they made him. But this lady who was helping us was telling me that I'm trying to save the virgins, single girls of our your mother's family side, and you. They have they can increase the sex drive and make you want to just go and fornicate, things like that. So, and also then I thought maybe get people raped, seduced. If the wife is derping that the husband is not coming. Yeah, so this thing like finally sleep with the servant or something, because it's really bad, or masturbate or something like that, right? Yeah, it's really terrible. Okay, sorry, I have to speak so clearly and openly, and it's one of a kind. It doesn't stop. Anything else? So this social media. Thank you very much for helping. Just venting out. After doing the live stream on Facebook, I was very hungry. I could get up and eat, and then again, this to leave my food, but I completed my food. I was restless to come here also and do the for the record things I've forgotten. Now I'm being attacked somehow. I'm feeling very restless. Take a break again, time in. And sorry if you have uh, I hope you don't press on the button for notifications, because I'll be coming here, taking breaks, and I don't know today how many times I will be coming here. Thank you for this. At least they haven't taken the power from me to expose them. How can I forgive such people? And my heart wouldn't even. They open the wounds, the past wounds of Mr. separation, hellish. They've done too much mess up with me here internally. Uh, Thank you. Okay, I have to go. Thank you so much.